when it comes to over-the-counter hearing aids. Right here at QVC, the worldwide launch on Thursday was from RCA with not only a more affordable hearing aid solution for over-the-counter, but one that now doesn't need an app. Doesn't need an app. I'm going to say that again. No Bluetooth, nothing to hook this up to. It's simple and easy. You can control it with a remote control that is smaller than the remote for your car. Today, for 5 payments of $120, you get free shipping. You no longer have to be not included in the conversation. You know, we've had many stories here on air, and if you're somebody that maybe has somebody in your family who is struggling to hear, but they don't necessarily want to go and get a hearing aid from a doctor that has to be tuned, that they can't necessarily control the volume every single day, we have a solution for you in our show that's been very, very popular. It's item E232353. We're going to talk to you all about this in the next couple of minutes, but I invite you to sit down and enjoy a little bit of the information as well as the education that we're going to provide you right now. Buzz Lear is here with us from RCA. Buzz, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here.
Great to be here.
Now, Buzz, your story is very interesting.
Yes.
Because you're not just a spokesperson for this brand, RCA, which, by the way, we've known for many, many years.
Right, exactly. They've been, listen, RCA has been around for over 100 years, and they have, look, they have graced as a product, as an RCA brand, probably almost every living room and family room in this country,
right?
With
Whether
a
it's
product.
a television
That's
or
right.
a radio
That's
of
right.
some sort. They are experts when it comes to delivering sound.
And they are expert at delivering solutions.
Yeah.
They have also all solved solutions and take care of all the pain points.
Now,
and that's what we've done here.
Yeah, and you yourself are a hearing aid wearer.
I am. I've got mine in right there.
So,
It's right there.
So talk to us about this one and what makes it different.
What makes this all different is, first of all, when you open the box, you're going to get this case right here. And this case is a completely 100% rechargeable case, all right? And you're going to get your 2 hearing aids. Right here, you're going to get one that,
let's just get that,
we can't get back here. All right, we're going to go one here. That's going to be, the red one is for your right, as it'll say right, and it'll say left. So you'll have one for each ear. And what happens is, when you get this out of the box, you're going to immediately be able to put these right in your ear and turn them on.
Okay.
It's going to be that simple.
Now you're also getting the remote, and that remote, by the way, you're getting everything that you need to charge them. They hold a 20-hour charge for the earbuds, and then you can charge them 5 times in the case.
5 times, that's right. So you're going to get almost a whole week of charges.
So show me the remote, though.
All right, here we go with the remote. This is the game changer of all game changers for the RCA hearing aids, this remote right here. What this does, this is going to be able, the P in the middle is going to show you how to program it. And there are 4 programs for this hearing aid. The 4 programs are outdoor, restaurant, music, and standard. There's a standard setting. Now that's going to cover pretty much any environment that you're going to be in, not just specific to those environments. Restaurant may be home and your family and everybody else. But then what will happen is then you can also set your volume on either side. So you can set your right ear, and a lot of people in hearing loss, one ear is worse than the other ear.
Yes.
Right? So you can set your volumes based on where you are. You might set your right ear, I need to be up at a 7 or an 8, or I can be at a 4 or a 5. There are 11 volume settings in here.
Wow.
So 4 programs, 11 volume settings, and you're ready to go.
All right, so listen, we launched this on Thursday with Rick. Mary Beth had a presentation yesterday.
That's right.
You're seeing it for the very first time in Saturday Morning Q. You know, it's really all about the fact that you've made it that much more accessible with price as well as with technology.
Without a doubt. The technology on this product has just been extremely amazing. RCA went to great lengths to put this product together. Understand that over-the-counter hearing aids have actually only been available since October of 2022 to the world. So it's not even been 2 years. So the products have all started to come out on the market. You're seeing all kinds of different brands doing them, but you're not seeing any brand out there that has a remote control.
And there's no doctor's office required. There's no fitting required. There's no wait period required besides the standard shipping wait.
And we also recommend this for mild to moderate hearing loss. That is our main recommendation. You know, if you go beyond that, then that may be a different issue. For us right now, it is all about moderate or mild hearing loss. If you can't hear your grandchildren, you're straining at a restaurant to understand what the server is asking, saying, these are the specials, what? You know, all of that. That's how important these are.
Or maybe if you're like having trouble understanding the volume on the TV, like the conversation on the TV. Now here on the right side here, it says this product may not be right for you if what?
If what? If what? Maybe you've had, look, if you've had an injury to your ear, if you've had anything traumatic of an ear, maybe you were born with a certain hearing loss or like that, we do recommend that you go to a medical expert to take care of that.
All right, so remember, it's for mild to moderate hearing loss.
Right.
There are certain instances where you do want to reach out to a healthcare professional as well.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. But in this case, you have mild to moderate hearing loss, you're just straining to hear that TV, hear a music concert, even hear the birds in the park, this is the one you want to get.
So E23353 is your item number for this. You know, there are definitely best practices.
Yes.
Walk us through some of those.
Okay, so what you want to do is, when you first get this out of your box, let me explain how it should be used. It's not that much different, really, than a pair of contacts.
Okay.
You want to put it in, use it for maybe 30 minutes on that first day.
Yeah, try it out for test the waters.
Because I can tell you from personal experience that the feeling that you get when all of a sudden this sound is becoming so clear, it's just, you're going to go, wait a minute, how come that's doing that? So it's going to be almost a little bit of a shock to your system. But as you get used to it and as you wear it for more hours, maybe an hour and a half, then you're just going to finally settle in and you're going to go, wow, this is just amazing.
Now, with fewer than 600 to go around, I want to remind you, this is a worldwide launch that happened on Thursday here at with Rick, and you're getting not only a better value here at QVC, because it should be $699 at RCA's website. Here you get it for $599. But if you have an FSA or an HSA spending account, you might be eligible for some reimbursement from your insurance policy as well. E323353 is your item number. There's no size to choose from. You get all the different fitters.
Those are, let me explain, those are called domes. And we have a dome, how that dome works. Here, let me pull this up here and I'll show you how this dome works. Right here, this is the dome that is put on the tip. And there are domes for every size ear, trust me, that you're going to be able to put right on there. It goes right on the tip there. I have very small ears, so I wear a very small dome in mine. But also, now that I am holding this, I'm going to explain to you how and why this is such good clarity.
Yes.
And what happens. A lot of hearing aids today, that sound is going to be coming from the back, the behind the earpiece. It's going to be coming out of there and then transferring into your ear. This is what they call a receiver in-ear canal receiver. So what happens is there are two microphones back here. That's going to receive the sound. Then that sound is going to travel down this wire right here, and it's going to come out right in that tip. That's where the sound comes out.
In your ear.
So it's coming right in your ear canal.
And it's completely invisible. Like you barely notice it. It's impossible to notice this.
Look at it behind my ear there and you won't see it.
Let's actually hear it in action.
That's those are great videos.
Let's take a look at this video and you'll hear what this will do for you.
Perfect.
Hey, hon, I've been thinking about what we should do today. Maybe we head down to the farmer's market. You know, the one over on the west side of town? I was really wanting to pick up some of their homemade bread. They make it fresh daily. I thought that might be nice to have when everyone comes over for dinner tomorrow night.
Again, I want to welcome you all this evening. I'll bring out some waters for the table shortly. Please take a minute to look through the appetizers on the menu to see if anything interests you. I'll also let you know we have a couple specials tonight. First is the beef short ribs that comes with a potato puree and spinach.
Oh my, it's such a beautiful day to spend some time outside. The sunshine and fresh air, the birds singing. We should have brought a picnic basket and blanket with us. We could run over to the market there and grab a few things to eat. Make our own little impromptu picnic.
And if you lie with me under the sycamore tree, whether we're high or low, there's nowhere else I wanna go.
You know, whether it is a concert, a conversation, or just the ability to know what's going on around you. When you lose your hearing, first of all, you may not notice it right away.
Nope.
Until people start noticing that you're asking them to repeat it over and over
right.
again, right? Because
That was my case.
I have an aunt that had a very similar situation, and she had to go and get a hearing aid from a doctor in order to, correct her issue. However, you don't have to be caught not being part of the conversation anymore.
That's right. It is not. You do not have to do that, and it's totally discreet. That's the other thing that's really good here. The older hearing aids and a lot of other brands, you have to adjust the microphone on the back of your hearing aid. You've got to turn up the volume, got to turn it down, you got to turn it on off. Everything happens from this remote control. That is the key to the entire RCA hearing aid, is this remote control. It's amazing.
And that's
look at
the
this.
difference
This
right
is
there.
How it's gonna, this is the size of it.
Yeah,
on
it's
my-
actually
on my
smaller than
key.
the car key.
This is on my car keys right here. And it's smaller than the car key fob right there, right?
Wow.
And it's so simple. And it can be discreet. I mean, you can have this in your pocket. If you're at a restaurant and maybe you had just been outside and it's on a previous environment setting, you go into a restaurant, you go, oh, beep, beep, and it's there. You're back into the restaurant.
Again,
And-
I think one of the biggest obstacles with other versions is that there's an app.
Right.
And many people don't necessarily love using the app because it could feel confusing. A remote like this makes it that much more familiar. If you're the person that, wants to just try this out, remember you have 30 days to try it out. If you
right.
don't love it, you can send it back and get your full refund. But this ships to you with free shipping. It's $120 on a credit card. And as tomorrow's Mother's Day, Father's Day is right around the corner.
right.
I sit there and I think, maybe you're a couple of kids that you want to pitch in together and pick this up for mom or
Absolutely.
dad.
Absolutely.
E323-353. This is one of those moments where I'm so proud to work at QVC, right? Because we're working with a world-class, world-renowned brand,
Right.
RCA, on the official worldwide launch of this hearing aid technology. It took you guys 2 years
over
to build
2
it.
years.
Over
Took-
2 years to
because
build it.
Leading
Yeah.
up to the passing in Congress,
Yeah.
they knew it was coming, so they started working on it years before that.
And so, by the way, we're not just giving you the bare essentials here.
Right.
We're giving you more, right? We're giving you the cleaning kit. We're giving you the domes. Talk to us about the cleaning kit and what do we do with
This is
it?
a really great value, you guys, because what's in this cleaning kit are additional domes. You're going to get a cleaning brush. You're going to get wax guards. That's the 2 wax guards. And then this, I think this is really cool, as even though the RCA, even though this hearing aid is water resistant and sweat resistant, okay, this is what they call these little tabs right here. These little, we call them pucks, but what they are, these are dehumidifier discs. So if you live in a humid climate, you're going to take this out of its container, you're going to put it in there, throw in your hearing aids, close that up, and they'll dehumidify. Because water does affect hearing aids.
Yes, yes.
Or even dampness or sweatness, but these are sweat and water resistant.
This is a very similar technology to the one that I'm using here in the studio, right? And what we call an IFB, our
Right.
earpiece,
Right.
And every once in a while, I'll get a bubble in there, and they'll
Exactly.
say, you have wet ears, Alberti. And I say, no, I'm just wet behind the ears. Here's the thing. Today, we're giving you an opportunity to try something that can be a solution for you or for a loved one in your family. I'd love to show everyone a couple more of those simulations again.
Let me
so that
also
you can
explain
hear
that
the
when you
difference
open
for
the box,
yourself.
this
Yeah.
is the other thing that's really cool. You open the box, you're going to get this card right here. And on here, this is about support. RCA goes way beyond with any kind of support you're ever going to need. They've got a QR code here. You can click on the QR code right there, and it's going to take you to a site where you're going to see every one of these videos that you're seeing today and more about how to operate it, how to do it. There's also a dedicated website that you're going to be able to go to for this, and an 800 number.
Oh, that's
so
fantastic.
We cover all the bases, whether you're going to do a QR code, website, phone call.
So here's the thing, right? You got to get it home if you want to make the difference. If you want to make the difference, today is your day to do it. And for $120 on Easy Pay, we can send this out to you, to a loved one. Be part of the conversation. Be part of the family and the life around you. Don't stay, kind of in the dark, so to speak. Have that solution at the ready, and you're not spending $2,000, $3,000. You don't need to go to a doctor necessarily. You can try this out for 30 days risk-free.
Yep.
Now, we do have that set up. I want to show you the simulation again one more time. If you're watching and you're saying to yourself, how good can the quality of that be? Well, check this out.
Hey, hon, I've been thinking about what we should do today. Maybe we head down to the farmer's market. You know, the one over on the west side of town? I was really wanting to pick up some of their homemade bread. They make it fresh daily. I thought that might be nice to have when everyone comes over for dinner tomorrow night.
Again, I want to welcome you all this evening. I'll bring out some waters for the table shortly.